Welcome back, Love Nation. This is Nina. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my channel. Like this video, share this video, and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I drop my next one. Tonight, we will be discussing some details concerning everything that we've been learning about the Justin B versus Blake Lively court case that has seemed to consume all of us over the last few weeks. And I'm going to be getting into some of my opinions, and we will also be discussing Blake Lively's amended complaint as well as Justin B's relevant timeline of events website, which he put off the ground. I'm about to do a 30-second countdown and come back, you guys. All right, you guys, welcome back. We are about to first. We're going to start by discussing some of the stuff that we saw and read with Blake Lively's lawsuit, and then we're going to be discussing this timeline issue. There's a lot of mess going on with this. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. This is the first time I went live in about 7 months. I prefer to do preset videos just because of my schedule. So if you're here tonight, please thumb up, become a member, join, and share your comments respectfully. And we're just going to get straight into the mess. Now, give me one moment and let me present the screen. Have not done this in a while. Okay, I'm hoping that this is presented. Mute one. Okay. All right, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm seeing and you can still hear me. And we're about to get into this. There is a lot that needs to be discussed with this. First, we're going to be discussing some stuff in this table of contents. I do feel like this is pertinent to this situation. And like I said, we just need to go over this and figure out what is going on because there's a lot going on. Let me see again. I hope you guys can hear me. I had to mute one screen. All right, you guys. We're going to start by looking at this table of contents that she put together and just look at this section A. And there's a few reasons why I'm bringing this up. Okay, first in section A, and this is Blake Lively's amended lawsuit. Justin B and Jamie Heath, so both are mentioned, of Wayfair engaged in inappropriate and unwelcome behavior toward Blake Lively and others on the set of It Ends With Us. Keep that in mind. Also, it's saying, and it's spelling out, Justin ignored well established industry protocols in filming adult scenes and exploited the lack of controls on set to behave inappropriately. Justin inserted improvised, gratuitous adult content and or scenes involving taking off of clothes, including for an underage character, um, in a highly unsettling ways. Now, before I go on with anything else, if you're just looking at those two specific sentences of A and B, okay, and we not even fully into her lawsuit. If you're just looking at those two sentences, you would think that he was like a Diddy or R. Kelly. I mean, that's just the first thing a reasonable person would think. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm just a reasonable consumer that loves movies, that enjoys movies. Um, how was this happening? What was happening? Do you have evidence of this happening? Um, this is what I'm concerned about. And we're actually just going to start with those 2 points because there's so many points that need to be made about this situation. Okay, there are so many points. Let's just like look at, and I hope I'm not muted again. I don't go live very often, so I hope I'm not muted. Let's just go into him ignoring industry protocols in filming and inserting improvised gratuitous adult content. Let's just skip down here and find it because it's not really spelled out. Okay, was he grabbing somebody? Was he actually forcibly touching? And I'm saying this because when she said it the first time, he released the video in her lawsuit, which when she said that he was nuzzling her neck and getting all creepy while they were dancing, he released that video, and I made a previous video about this, and he was not doing that, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. So if you're basically saying he was doing all this making y'all uncomfortable, right here where it's saying at his own moment of truth, when he was forced to confront the women he had made uncomfortable on his own set, he trivialized their concerns and failed to take accountability for the effects of his behavior, whether intended or not. I'm glad that she put that in there, intended or not. But what specifically is, like, what did he do? Like, Blake Lively did not spell this out, okay, where she can be like, on May 1st, we were filming such and such, and then he did such and such. I'm not seeing this in this lawsuit. I am not seeing it. Okay, and then she writes, it was a dangerous climate. It was SH, it was intimidation, it was threats, fueled by the defendant's retaliation campaign, and it required her to, alter whatever she had to alter. Okay, I get that. I understand that. What is she having to alter? What is she having to do? Again, it's not spelled out in the lawsuit. Um, then we did discuss this earlier. This is another thing I definitely want you guys to look at as we continue to just go into the introduction of this re-amendment from Blake Lively's lawsuit. She's saying that she was one of the women or two, and I don't know if she's holding this, hoping that the other actresses will come forward. If it's one or it's two, that kind of leaves the gate open. That Justin 1,000,000% made them uncomfortable on the set of the film. Now, again, as a casual consumer of movies, how were you? What was going on? We're just not getting the what was going on. Okay, he made two women uncomfortable. How did it make him uncomfortable? This part is where she actually starts to describe something I feel could be uncomfortable. And I am literally waiting for Justin to drop the video on this. I'm sure he's got the video where if you look at paragraph 8, it says Blake Lively was not the only one who was uncomfortable on set, and Justin in Wayfair knew it. After Justin learned that he had caused Blake Lively and others to feel uncomfortable, he turned his TED talk and feminist advocacy on in his head and did not hold himself and other men accountable or take his own advice to be confident enough to hold their anguish and actually believe them, but instead use a louder voice to silence Miss Lively and anyone else who might speak up. That louder voice, amplified by publicists, crisis managers, digital teams, or lawyers, are sought to mislead the public. Okay, if you're reading this paragraph, and I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just reading along just like thousands of other people have read along, how did it make you feel uncomfortable? Was he touching you guys? Was he trying to grab your face? Did he yell cut and, something racy happened? What is going on? It seems like she's trying to say that they felt something was going to the left. They didn't like it. Whatever that might be, which was not spelled out. Then it's like, okay, he'll go into his spiel that he did on TED Talking about feminism, but they don't feel like he did enough to hold himself and other men accountable. So basically, I feel like she didn't like her boss's response to a complaint that she might have made, and then it might have elevated to, you're not taking care of me, I don't think you're doing XYZ, and then you're just going into a political talk to not solve the problem, but talk it out in a way where this is what you're going to get out of me as a response. But again, you can be uncomfortable with somebody's answer, not like your boss. I mean, God forbid, we just don't like our boss, like, half the nation. But it seemed like she just did not like his answer to whatever was going on. But again, by it not being spelled out, if it's not spelled out, what do we know what the problem is? We don't. I still don't know what the problem is. And I'm reading it. Okay, so then we're skipping down, and again, I made previous videos about this. Now, this area is probably, if you want to look at this from okay, she might have some teeth to this um amendment. This part right here is the only part I'm really looking at, where if she has evidence, Justin might lose support. This key part, I'm going to read it right now. We're on paragraph 10, and it says, on May 24th, 2023, Blake Lively confided in a text to a woman who was a mutual friend of Justin B. and James Heath. I was going to invite you to set tomorrow. These people, whoa, it's like HR nuts today. The both of them. I wasn't expecting that turn. I mean, it's been present, but today I came home and cried. Further in the exchange, Blake Lively describes Justin and Heath as creeps. Like, keep your hormones to yourself. This is not mine. I don't want it. I don't want you or your gaze or words or tongue or videos of your undressed wife. Yeah, it's shocking. Clowns. Okay, this area where other women are being text messaged, other women are speaking up about something that they feel could have happened on set. If you just want to start to go into other women are noticing, but if you read the paragraph again, What this feels to me is when they say it's like HR nuts today, the both of them. Wasn't expecting that turn. This kind of means to me something happened and they did not like the way it was addressed. This does not come off to me that Justin and James were handling this in a way that they should have been both led out in handcuffs. That's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting from this is this particular day, and if we could look at the actual text messages, it seems like this was Blake Lively talking to another woman on set. The context of what was going on would be important. Why the context of this particular day on May 24th, if you got all these other allegations out there, you might as well throw everything else on the table. This was her opportunity to put out a more established timeline the same way Justin did. Okay, so what happened? Why was it HR nuts today? Why did they feel both of them were nuts? Why did they feel like it was not taking a good turn? What happened? It's not being known. And this is what's bothering me about this amendment. Like, if you amended it, you might as well put everything in the amendment. Just like Justin did. If he got a timeline, you should have a timeline. Then, if we go down further, again, if she can prove this or show messages or just do something besides this continuous word salad that we're getting, with every other receipt being put out there, just throw the rest of it out there too, honestly. Right here on paragraph 13, on June 1st of 2023, Justin B responded to that female cast member in writing, acknowledging that he was aware of her concerns and that adjustments would be made. If you look at that sentence, what was the written acknowledgement for? What was it? I really want to know at this point. I feel at this point, so much was put into amending this, it just was not amended. She should not have even submitted this. Was there an SA incident or allegation that had to be investigated? Did something happen with another cast member? Did something happen between cast members? It is just not spelled out. This lawsuit is basically right here again, and we're on 13 on June 1st, 2023. Justin responded to that female cast member in writing. What was in writing? This is just like it's not spelling out enough. Then, notwithstanding that promise, Wayfair took no action to investigate this reported conduct, nor did it implement any protections at that time. Just 1 week later, on June 8th, the same female cast member told Blake Lively about her growing concerns with conditions on set and that she found it difficult to talk to Justin. Blake responded that, "I know I find it really hard to speak to him. I try to cover it with busyness, but not sure that covers what's going on." Later, another female cast member confided to Blake Lively that she too felt uncomfortable on set. All of this occurred and was documented in writing almost 1 year before the editing of the film began. Now, this is probably the biggest key area of this entire 141-page lawsuit. This area we just read. This area from paragraph 10, May 24th, 2023 to June 1st, 2023, and a little bit after that. What is Blake Lively trying to say happened? Now, we did do a video yesterday, or maybe the day before, that specifically talked about the screenshotted receipts from that timeline that Justin posted on his website. And I am about to pull up Justin's website. Let me stop share and let me pull up Justin's screen. Give me one moment, you guys. Again, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. I do not go live very often. I'm going to try to go live a little bit more. There's a lot that needs to be discussed with this. All right. I think I got it up. Okay. Mute that screen. All right. I have Justin's events up. And this is his timeline of events. I am going to scroll down to about May 23rd in his timeline to show you guys just a little bit of what was going on during that week. I feel that week was critical. I feel that if this goes to court, this is going to have to be discussed in great detail with around May 23rd, because it seems like that is when a lot of the problems started to happen, around May 23rd. I'm going to scroll down. Excuse me, I don't do this very often. Making a live. This is usually something I do for the videos. Where I'm scrolling through here like a mad woman. It's almost there. And I just feel that this is going to be the most pertinent make or break area of this entire case, is that May 23rd area. Excuse me. If you guys have been watching this far, please become a member. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please share your comments respectively below. Thumbs up. Donate if you can. I also do food shorts so you guys can see what I'm eating, what I'm making. And I try to do that very often because I do like to cook every day. At this point, eating out, I don't like doing, just because it costs too much and customer service is not the way it used to be. All right, so we're about to get into some key things that we need to discuss concerning going around this May 23rd area. And just to give you guys a little briefing about what that was, May 16th, this is around the time that Blake Lively and Justin started to get into it, not get into it, but had concerns about the wardrobe spending. I have not actually discussed the wardrobe spending yet, but around this week of May 16th, according to Justin's timeline, the wardrobe expenditures became an issue. Now, scrolling down to when we start to get to May 23rd, as you can see, Blake Lively is still oversharing things that she considered to be sexy, and the way she wear her beanie hats and things like that was inappropriate to write your boss. And then we get down to May 22nd, where they're beginning to have to perform scripted um, kissing scenes in which they're about to be engaged at the hospital according to the sequence. This is that day's sequence of filming. They were going to be performing that. And Blake Lively pulled Justin closer to her, and she was initiating the kiss. In one take, she pulls Justin in and kisses him once. In another, Blake determined the number of kisses based on what she felt necessary for the scene. Blake Lively improvised the number of kisses in the scene. Make no mistake, the kiss is written into the script, and I'm sure Justin has receipts, and was in no way improvised. Contrary to Blake Lively's CRD complaint, there was no inappropriate improvised kissing on set. Any improvisation was made by Blake. Now, again, that May 22nd, 23rd area, I've been focusing on this a lot, and I have a two-part video going way more into depth by comparing and contrasting the text messages between Blake, her lawsuit, and Justin's website. A lot of moving parts was happening around that time, including leading up to the actors and writers strike that would soon happen, I think about 2 weeks after this. Like around June 1st ish, the actor strike was either happening or about to happen. They were trying to rush and I guess film as much as they could. Okay, I get that, I understand that. Um it seemed like it was a lot going on. The wardrobe became a problem. How much they were spending was a problem. And then it seemed like it was some stuff going on specifically with Blake and other actresses they felt was not being addressed, which was, again, a problem. It seemed like all of these problems started happening around this specific week. So this is definitely going to play into this, I believe, if this goes to trial. Then at the bottom of this, Justin made sure to add a note that said, no intimacy coordinator was present on set for this day, as is standard when professional actors with over 3 decades of combined working experience perform in which only kissing is involved and no other intimacy or other adult situation is needed. Furthermore, during preparations, Blake and her attorneys did not indicate in her writer that she wanted a coordinator present for scenes involving kissing only, as is with industry practice. Focus solely on bringing one on for the simulated adult scenes. And then this is the specific scene, and I'm sure Ryan has the video. I'm really hoping that he drops this video because if you look again, let's just go back. Look at what he says. Blake is kissing him. She's initiating the kissing. In one take, Justin, she pulled him in and kissed him once. In another, Blake determined the number of kisses based on what she felt was necessary. She's kissing him. I would love to see the outtakes from this screen. This is so messy at this point. Let me get some more water. My mouth is running dry. All right, so all of this mess going on. He's showing what the script spelled out to have. And then, again, the messiness continue around his May 22nd, 23rd timeline. This is shoot day number 6. Blake is preparing to shoot at the hospital scene in which the character Lily gives birth. In Blake Lively's December 2024 complaint, Blake Lively alleged during this scene she was mostly undressed with her legs open in stirrups, with a small piece of fabric covering her lady parts, and that there was no non-essential persons um there. This allegation is knowingly false. And again, um I hope that this comes out to dispel this rumor. This is, and when I first read this, I thought it was disgusting. Before Justin started putting out the receipts, I'm not gonna lie, this was really disgusting. Like, okay, this is not like a hub video. Why is this girl laid up in stirrups like this for this movie? But as we got more information, and he wrote that she had on shorts and a pregnancy suit, and it covered her midsection, and her top was covered by a hospital gown. It don't seem like too much of herself was actually hanging out of the stirrups. And I find this to be completely alarming that she would write that, and she actually had on, again, shorts, black briefs or whatever, pregnancy suit, and it covered her midsection, and her top was covered by a hospital gown. So she was not laying there doing a hub.com video. And again, putting out those type of salacious comments are alarming if you're accusing somebody of SA. This was like another one of those, oh my God, did this really happen? And then when Justin came back and put this in there, and I'm sure he has the video, this was very important to get, get information out about, because she's basically saying that from chest down, she didn't have on nothing. Like literally nothing. So again, and then he's saying, he's going over the thing with his best friend playing the OBGYN. And then he goes on to say that the obstetrician is an award winning Shakespearean trained actor with an MFA in acting from UCLA. In addition to appearing in numerous hit television shows, he has toured nationally with a Tony Award winning company and attended Oxford's acting program on a full scholarship. And his engagement is different than other. Um, his engagement, to Lily Lively's sister was hired because she is lively despite their personal relationship. They are both experienced professional actors. So, and then he wants to note that it was not crowded. It was like not people walking in and out. It was a closed set that particular day because of what they were shooting. And then when she says that Steve Sorowitz, which is the executive producer of the film that provided most of the financial backing, was present on that day of the filming, which is false. He arrived, but he arrived later that day. So he was there, but he was not there when all this was going on. Then there's even more to get into with May 23rd. Now, again, I told y'all this is probably the most critical part of this entire lawsuit. This is going to make or break this case. And again, if you guys have not liked this video, share this video, become a member, or follow me. I love you guys, love nation. I want to go live more often, and this is the first time I went live in 7 months. If you're enjoying this video, at least give me a thumbs up, you guys. There's so much to talk about with all of these lawsuits. I might actually go live tomorrow. There's just too much going on here. I want to actually talk about this specific part and leave you guys on this section. Again, May 23rd, I felt like was the crossroads for the downturn of the relationship, of them trying to focus on this movie. It was just too much drama going on. He writes on his website, May 23rd, 2023, at the end of shoot day number 6 on May 22nd, Justin praises Lively, and Lively expresses her regard and appreciation for Justin while acknowledging she can be difficult and critical of others. Justin puts it in text. I'm not going to tell you that you were amazing because you teased me for being so sentimental, but you were amazing today. Blake Lively responds, Thank you, I do appreciate it. I'm just a ball buster, but it means a lot to me. I care a great deal and always want to deliver. You were terrific, and I'm proud of everything we did today, but really every day. Justin responds to Blake, Thank you, and he loved her comment. I do appreciate it. I'm just a ball buster. Again, he was just, I guess, thumbing up her video, thanking her for her video. I'm sorry, her text, thanking her for responding, and then he said, "Thank you." And then again, it starts to go downhill. I am probably going to definitely just stop here, you guys. There is so much to share about this. And again, I'm just really not a go live person, but I went live, faced my fears of going live, and I appreciate you all because, like I said, it's very difficult for me to go live. We're going to end right here, but we're going to get into more detail. If you would like to see more detail about what I went into about May 23rd and the accumulative issues going on during that entire week leading up to the actor's strike. I made that video a day or two ago, so go back to my videos to look at the text messages and the comparisons of what was going on and why I believe this was the beginning of the end of why Blake Lively and Justin's relationship started to go south. And on that note, you guys, I'm going to end you like I always end you. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. And until next time, enjoy your day and be safe. Bye, guys.